Hello, it's Philip Taylor speaking from Richmond Green Chambers, and this morning I'm looking at a book called Cohabitation. It's Law and Practice and Precedents, now in a 5th edition, and it's from Jordan Publishing. It's this heavy book here, purple cover. You can see the names of the people, I'll talk about them in a minute. It's the spine and the back. It's part of the Family Law series. There's a CD at the back of the book, and a very useful detailed index. And what you've got, of course, with this book, as with many of the other ones, are very useful footnotes down at the side, basically with the case reference material and everything else. You do have some quite useful structured points concerning the litigation itself and the statutes which are involved in this particular area. That was on ones involving children. And as I say, the one thing you don't have in this particular book are paragraph numbering at the sides. So it's slightly more difficult to find some of the information. But you do have a very substantial case law and a very detailed contents section there. The book runs to something approaching around about 800 pages. It's quite a heavy book, and it's a very important book for a lot of reasons. We've given it the title, Advising Cohabitants. This is the only work on the subject which presents everything you need in a single volume, with the free CD-ROM as well, which I think is useful because it's got a series of enclosures within it which you can actually download and use, because what you do have obviously are some very important points concerning the legislation itself. The authors are District Judge Helen Wood, Denzil Lush, David Bishop, Ashley Murray and John Eames. And this is what we say. Do read the detailed review, but this is what we say about the book. Cohabitation is now becoming more prevalent, with almost half of children now being born outside marriage. It's a little surprising then that this new 5th edition of Cohabitation is apparently the only main work on cohabitation law which provides commentary, checklists, procedural guides and precedents in a single convenient volume. And the precedents, of course, are also contained in the CD itself. While there are many safeguards which place cohabitants on more or less the same footing as married couples, it's pointed out in Eleanor King's foreword that the two major exceptions to this lie in the area of property and finances. In these two primary areas, cohabitants certainly don't have the same rights as married couples, not yet anyway, due to current public policy, although things are changing. The book, I think, is sensibly taking a very preventative rather than cure approach with the way in which they look at the complexities of the issue. And as many issues relating to cohabitation ultimately touch on all aspects of law and practice, the book takes a multidisciplinary approach to obviously what is quite a vexed subject. There are 10 sections in the book, and it contains vital material new to this new edition, including the family procedure rules and the ruling in Jones and Kernot, which obviously many will be familiar with. It's scholarly, thorough and readable, and a book which is designed for the needs of the busy advocate. There are extensive resources throughout, and so I would say that if you're advising cohabiting couples on any aspect of law, this book, particularly in its new edition, should be regarded as the definitive guide to the subject. So thank you to the authors and to Jordan's for an excellent contribution to the Family Law Library. Bye bye.